Hi everyone, welcome back to Distillery Tails episode 2. I'm Emma Glynn, this is Gareth Glynn, and we are the husband and wife team behind the Shropshire Distillery. So thank you for joining us again for another chat and catch up of the week, eh?
That's right, yeah, let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah, fab.
Let's find out what we've been up to this week, but first of all, let's see what we're drinking.
What are you drinking?
What are you drinking, Em?
So I'm drinking our dry gin. So I've gone for the classic flagship. It is probably my favourite as well.
You can't have favourites.
Can't have favourites, like we always say, like children, don't we? Although we've only got one child, so
we wouldn't know.
we wouldn't know. But yeah, this was our firstborn gin, so we created and released this in July 2018. So I've got it with a light tonic and a slice of lime today.
Okay, and that's a nod to the tradition of gin, really. That's why we decided to do it that way when we serve it here at the distillery for the gin school and the tours.
Yeah.
We serve it with a light tonic and a lime. Why?
Yeah, we go light tonic due to just some of the nature of the botanicals in there. We've got some subtle rose petals in there, and then we've got some citrus tones, haven't we? So we want those to be forward on the palate. So using the light tonic allows for that, and it doesn't make it too sweet. And I don't have a massively sweet tooth, so light tonic works better for me anyway. But the lime piece comes from when the sailors back in the day were on the ships, and they had various different things on the ships, one of them being their gin.
Yeah, their ration. That was their tot of gin.
So they'd have their gin, but they'd also have two other things. So they'd have quinine for malaria to help treat that, but it was very, very bitter. So it's not like the quinine we know now for tonic water. And then they would also have lime for scurvy. So to make the quinine taste better, they would add the gin, and then add the lime, and hence where we've got gin and tonic.
So it's like a medicine.
It is.
It's good for you.
Medicinal, always.
Good for you.
What
Okay,
are you having?
I'm drinking our Damson gin that we released this year for the festive period. We've still got some left over. Last year. Thank you for the correction. Last year. And I'm drinking it with a ginger ale. Due to some of the notes in there that we use with the Damson, we put some spices in there as well, so it's not just a straightforward Damson gin. But you're laughing and looking at me because I don't know which ones we put in because I didn't make this. Emma did it. So no, to be honest, there's some spice in there like...
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, so these two are, we've used the base gin in there. So we've distilled the gin, and then we create it using what we call a compounding method, don't we? So the Damsons go in there. The Damsons are from
Ludlow. They're from Billy up in Ludlow. He's 30 years as a fruit farmer, so we've got all the
Shropshire Damson prunes.
Shropshire Damsons this year. So that's we'll do the same again next year. So we make sure that they're all Shropshire.
Damsons, yeah. So you've got the Damsons in there. There is some sugar content in there because it is a liqueur, so you add the sugar in there as well. Not too much because we're not a massive fan of adding too much sugar because we feel you can always sweeten to your palate after the math. But yeah, spices in there.
And what ABV is that one?
21% that one we bottle that at. So we've got in there orange peel.
Nice.
We've got some cassia bark in there. It's one of my favourites, that one, isn't it? We've got some star anise in there as well.
So that's why the ginger ale works really well there. Cool.
It does.
Have a taste. Cheers.
Cheers. Tits and ass. Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
So chatting about the distilling methods, you know, we've said the Damson gin, albeit the gin is distilled and then compounded with the Damsons and the other botanicals afterwards, and then we let it rest then for a good few months then before it's released. Whereas the gin that I'm drinking, the flavour all is from the distillation process. So we use what is called a one-shot method. We only use one shot of botanicals for the distillation that we're running, and you know, sort of our quotation on our logo is small batch spirit of Shropshire. So we get about 80 to 100 bottles per batch that we make, so pretty small batch, but botanicals only for that one run, and we don't add anything to the end of it except for purified water. So yeah, I think
which is a
dry.
London dry gin method.
Yeah, London dry gin.
That is the process.
Yes, absolutely.
Knows.
Yeah.
It's a starting point and a finishing point at certain ABVs, and then you can only add water to the end
you
of
can't
it.
add sugar or flavours and things like that. So good old Jean and Anne have distilled our copper pot stills.
Yeah, classic. They're traditional, so very much still doing the traditional methodology here. So that's what we're all about here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Super.
So what have you been on with this week?
What have I been on with? Well, this week, I know we sort of mentioned it in episode 1 because we're gearing up for releasing the apple and honey gin. So constantly been distilling that this week, getting it rested, because albeit gin can be an instant product, we sort of rest ours for a bit, don't we, to allow some of them, because some botanical profiles take a bit of a while to come through to their full entirety. So
not maturing like a whiskey in a barrel, but we find here at the Shropshire Distillery that resting it and blending it, a bit like a curry, to be honest. You cook a curry and it's nice, it's lovely, but the next day it's even heightened, then flavours are even more heightened. So, we find, that's what we personally find here at the Shropshire Distillery, that giving time for blending, so we're very much, again, hands-on, lots of
just taking our time
and care. Yeah. So
you've
been on with that?
Been on with that, getting that ready prep. We've had quite a few pre-orders come in, which is good.
All right.
From
the website?
From the website.
Brilliant.
Some of our trade customers as well. Just been getting on with that and getting that ready, really.
Nice.
What about you?
A bit of tinkering. As always.
Tinkering.
Yeah. I've been doing some distilling, which normally don't let me do. Yeah. So I've been doing some distilling with the new project that we're getting ready to roll out. So it's a new spirit. So it's been a learning curve. So that's been good this week. Mm-hmm. Coming to the end of that now. So follow us on that. That'll be exciting soon. We'll start being able to talk more about that, which is exciting.
Because I think I've seen you doing some changes on our cocktails and things like that as well.
Yeah, so we do the cocktail making here, and that's more about showing the ease of a gin and tonic, really. You don't just have to have a gin and tonic. So I've been working on a new recipe for that, more about the apple and honey, so I've done some with them. So they've been exciting, all around honey, really.
Okay, cool.
So they've been good. Also looking about Negroni is quite a popular cocktail, so looking about our tea going with it and a coffee. So doing some bit of tasting profile with that, so that's always good. That's always the perks.
I'm always frightened of a Negroni though.
Yeah.
We've got a friend who loves them, and I just can't do them. I like a drink and all that, but they're just a bit. So maybe if you mellow it out with the tea.
I think the tea's been good. Just need to get a few little bits balanced, whether we bring some more bitters into it or less. Okay. Just depends.
Watch
really.
This space
Yeah,
then,
so that's been good.
More taste testing for me this week, next week then. What else have we done this week? We've actually been to one of our local vineyards, haven't we? Forgot about that. We had a ride out last weekend. We took the weekend, didn't we? We went up on Sunday. Dropped to do the delivery off.
Because they're a stockist there.
Yeah, they're a stockist of ours, but we were also working on an exciting project with them as well.
Yeah, looking about that.
So we popped up there, took the dog for a walk, had a coffee, and a nice view of the vines.
Are you going to say where it is? I will.
Oh yeah,
Kerry Vale. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
So we went up there. That was nice, lovely part of the world there. But we went up there, and the sun was shining as well, which is really good.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this weather, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's took a turn, hasn't it? So
bit cold this week.
We've had some, as always, difficult emails as well, a few that we've had to get through. It's always hard to navigate because you want to do the best you can for people, but also we're trying to run a business as well, so we've had a couple of difficult emails, a lot of them running around like vouchers, aren't they? It's really hard. We only have 12 months with the vouchers, and we understand that some people lose them, but so they're always hard to navigate.
Ups and downs, isn't it? Of
not always
keeping people happy, basically, without the detriments to you as a business, essentially. So keep smiling.
But on a positive note, we should have videoed this a lot earlier, but we do it on a Friday, and we've had a lot of people in today.
Do you know what? It's been a busy day today, really busy, which is good.
We've had people coming into the bar, having a drink.
Yep.
Faces that new faces and old faces, so that's really nice.
Not old.
Don't let them know that. No. So that's been good too.
Yeah, what have we got planned this weekend? We've got something exciting tomorrow, because we're actually closed tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, we are.
Where are we off?
We're going to Birmingham tomorrow to Emma's. It's not Emma's genre.
I'm not really quite sure.
but we're going to watch a band called The Dead South, if anybody's into like their banjo sort of music, American.
Of a gothic country.
Yeah, so have a look at them. So we'll be going there Saturday, so that's really good. A bit of time out of the distillery. Have a reset, and then come back.
And then Monday we're distilling again, you know, with full-time distilling schedule.
Bottling.
We've still got our developments, we mentioned those last week, we're still working on those, as Gareth likes to say, tinkering.
Yeah.
We've had 3 or 4 different methods now, so it's just deciding on which method we want to use and which we feel is most appropriate to the product.
We need to get some new taste testers.
Yeah, that'd be a good shot. Yeah. Always.
Are we going to do some questions?
Yeah,
I know that's one of the themes.
One of the themes?
Yeah.
Go on
so,
then.
you start.
Okay. Oh gosh. If you could time travel to any year, what year would it be and why?
Oh, it's easy, this one for me.
I'd be good at history for that.
I'd be definitely going backwards, because I know what you know now, and I'd like...
Oh, right, yeah.
So,
okay.
So then what I would do, I'd be like, oh, look at this, I've invented electricity. Knowing, or, you know, something that we know, and then go back. So yeah, it'd be going...
won the lottery.
Yeah, I'd go backwards, and I'd go back before there was some big invention that I could take credit for it. Yeah.
That's what you do all the time anyway, isn't it? Take credit.
Oh.
Go on, moving on.
On that note, we'll move on. What's your guilty pleasure TV show right now?
Oh,
you watch Shite though.
I do watch Shite. I'm watching a Chicago fire thing.
Exactly.
People said. Yeah, but what you're watching, I've watched it already, but Yellowstone you've got into as well.
Yeah, but I'm in and out.
You can only do a few episodes, can't you, at a time? So yeah, Chicago Fire. I've watched all the other ones of it, people will know. So yeah, binge.
Yeah, on your own with that one.
Yeah. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened at the distillery this week?
Oh, this week. I could say last week. I've got something from last week.
No, it says this week.
I know, but I've got something from last week. Can't remember anything this week. I've got something from last week.
We've not had any bloopers really this week.
Last week, doing the school. And we obviously talked you through the process, and right at the end, as we're starting to bottle up, I said, right, okay everyone, so they've filled their bottle up, they've got their bottle that they've filled up with their distillate that they've chosen, and we've gone through the distillate, and I said to them, right, okay everybody, put your cock in. That was embarrassing. Which I meant to say, put your cork in, but that's what happens when you have lots of bumps on the head.
And you can't blooper it either, can you?
No, definitely not.
So what, because I wasn't there, I can't think what I was doing, but what did everyone do? What did everyone say?
Well, luckily everyone's 5 gins in by then, so they all took it quite funny, and I just went a real...
Did you have to take your wet self away for a bit?
No, I went slightly red, but you know...
Composed.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've said something stupid. Won't be the last, as you will notice, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well then.
Okay, if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Do you know what springs into mind? We've just come back from Rome. Well, we haven't just come back. We went to Rome in February. So somebody from, because you're walking around, or Julius Caesar or someone like that. Just
asking to take you around.
Yeah, I always say, don't I, when we go to historic places, like I stand there and I just wish you could. I know you've got VR and stuff, but just even the smells and what's going on, the sounds of everything around. So yeah, I think I'd sit down with someone like that
and ask him what it was like.
What's the crack?
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
What would your dream holiday look like, and where would it be? Gareth's not a holiday person.
Oh yeah, this is difficult. More experiences I like, so I don't know.
I mean, you are a holiday person. You're not a holiday.
Yeah, I'd like to do something like. I've got the Himalayas. I want to go the Himalayas, riding the bike.
Yeah.
That or Ethiopia, or something like that, riding a
motorcycle.
Like
that church in the hilltop, in the mountain as well. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
So that springs to mind.
Put that on the list.
Yeah. So if you want to send me off packing on my own, there you go.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. So what's the best advice anyone has given you? And if it was don't marry me, don't
I was going to
it.
say, well, I didn't take it, did I? Don't marry Gareth. Actually, one of my school teachers did say that to me, Mrs. Grimshaw.
What? She was telling you at school not to marry me?
She told me not to be with you. Yeah. Please don't get with Gareth Glynn.
Well, she's obviously a bad judge of character. That's all I can say. Go on.
So, what's the best piece of advice anyone's ever given me?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think advice, people give it to you all the time, don't they? So you take what bits out of it. So I can't sort of pinpoint.
Don't eat yellow snow?
I mean, never say never.
I wouldn't eat yellow snow.
No, I wouldn't eat yellow snow either. No, I can't pinpoint anything specific, but I like to take bits of what people say and turn it into my own.
Well, that seems like a curveball.
Yeah, I can't think of anything specific.
Okay, go on.
If you could only wear one outfit for the rest of your life, what would it be? These are like really random. We just get them on a system and go random questions. So these are not ones I thought.
Outfit? Well, it'd be black. I'm always wearing black.
Yeah.
They'd probably be cargo pants and...
Stealth.
Yes. Cargo pants and a hoodie.
To be fair, we're quite lucky that we can wear what we want anyway, don't we? So
Yeah.
we're quite lucky on that aspect.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be a suit or something.
No, we're not suit people,
No.
are we?
Okay, if you were a gin flavour, what would you be? What flavour would you be?
Dry all day long.
What, because you're dry?
Because I'm dry. No sense of humour.
Okay, nice.
No, it's purely because it's my favourite, that's why.
Okay,
Packs a punch.
there you go then.
There you go. What's the weirdest food you've tried and would you recommend it?
The weirdest
I'm
food?
not adventurous with food. Not at all.
Nothing's springing to mind. Weirdest food? Does this mean I've led a sheltered life or I just don't find stuff weird?
I mean, the weirdest thing I've probably had is... Oh no, did you not have when we was in America? We were talking about
alligator.
Did you have alligator?
Yeah, it was alright.
It tastes
was
like chicken. That's what it says every time.
Alligator then, yeah.
Alligator.
Burger, yeah. And yes, I would recommend it, was fine.
Yeah,
It was, yeah, it was
You
alright.
didn't complain.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No, cool. That's one.
Okay, what one skill you wish you could instantly master? What is one skill you think you could just instantly get?
Social
mastered?
media, all of that jazz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Black
It's just a
art.
minefield and different people you speak to. So going back to the sort of business side of it, you listen to one person, they say one thing, somebody says something else, and you try and master it yourself. And it is just a massive minefield, and it is a job within itself. So surrounding yourself with people who know what they're talking about, basically.
No, I don't think you give enough credit.
Who's me?
Yourself. I think you know, you're on the journey and you're learning as you go. You're better than you was last week, eh? Take that.
I
Okay,
like that.
one more for me.
No, that's
Am I done?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, we're done. Oh, well,
I think one thing we are going to keep in on a weekly element, because it's a bit of a thing I like anyway, isn't it? Like something new that you've learned. What have you learned new this week?
Oh,
Every day is a school day, so.
The terminology is samsara. Anyone heard of that? Samsara.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a Buddhism meaning, and it means a bit like Groundhog Day. So not making the most of, you're stuck in a cycle. Samsara.
It's quite a negative aspect, isn't it?
Yeah.
That being.
Yeah.
I likened it to heaven and hell type of thing, but it's not quite hell, is it?
Yeah. So you're just stuck in. Yeah. You come to a path, and rather than being in samsara, which is doing the same mundane thing, it gives you different avenues. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I have actually learned something. Now, I know you don't like it. Netball.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. I played netball since I was at primary school.
It still does.
And still does now. And I learnt, obviously I umpire it as well, so I should have known this, but there's two lines in the game on the centre third that are called transverse lines. Didn't know that?
There you go then.
My new goal line, side line, centre circle, transverse line.
There you go. Are you gonna blow your whistle and tell someone off that? Get on the transfer line. No.
I wouldn't get the words out quick enough.
Okay.
Move forward of the line, please. That's how we'll do it.
Okay.
So what have we got on? What's new? What we're going to have coming up?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because you're going to be gearing up for. We've got
Events.
events coming up now, so they're all starting to take place from what are we now? We're March, so from April. I think April is the first one. So Gareth's going to be going out. I don't know if you know that yet.
Yeah.
Gareth's going to be going out to a lot of the events. I'm going to stay here with the gin school and the tours, and you're going to get out and about, aren't you?
Yeah, and hopefully by, what do we reckon? June we should have the new stuff, the line coming out, so you'll be able to see that on our socials, but also then in the flesh.
And I think as these episodes go on,
we'll
start to show you some bits of it, which we're still just in the finalising stages at the moment, but we'll start to get some
share
visuals and share and hopefully bring you on that journey with us as well. So we're building it up as a sister brand to the Shropshire Distillery. So it's still the Shropshire Distillery, but it's a sister brand, isn't it? And it's away from our award-winning gins.
Yeah, which I'm sure we'll move forward with them and they'll become award-winning too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. That's good then.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
I'm not sure how I feel about Dead South tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes.
It'll be good. Ding 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 ding. It'll be fine. It's amazing. It'll be something new.
It's something new.
Something new.
New experiences. Coming on board. We had parents' evening last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
I know that's a bit of a personal thing, but we had parents' evening and we came away from that thinking actually we're quite good parents, didn't we? High five to me and you.
I was going to leave you hanging then.
Yeah.
So we've had a good week all in all, and again moving forward next week we'll have some more exciting stuff hopefully to talk about. We can start drip feeding bits and bats of it.
I think bringing some visuals on, and we'll get some like flashcards or mock-ups and things like that to show.
And then just if people want to find out more about us, sign up to our newsletter. You can find out about us on our website as well. Follow us on social, our journey. Obviously subscribe to this and like this if you like our videos.
Yeah, definitely.
That's something that we keep moving forward with, which is, it's frightening as well at the same time as it's good.
It's like this is raw footage. There's not a lot of editing goes into these videos that we're uploading. This is us and this is what we're saying and what we're doing. So we hope you enjoy it. It's a bit of entertainment. Yeah. Get to know us as people a bit more, how we are, how we work, how we interact, and a bit about what we do and in our personals as well as in the business.
Have we got Sip and Paint Thursday?
Yes.
There you go. Just before we go, we've got Sip and Paint. Is there any places left on that?
Not sure. I don't do the bookings for that. So we hire the room out here as well. But one of the constants we have is a local artist do Sip and Paint. So people come in and she sort of step by step. Yeah. Joe step by step goes through how to paint these pictures, and it's amazing really what they do for non-painters. And what they
get a drink as well.
Yeah, get a drink in there.
And a great get time. Roger singing.
He does, Roger getting a bit of karaoke on. So all good.
So if you want to fancy that's on this Thursday. If you want to come see
have a
us
look
there.
at their website, theartmixer.com.
But other than that, is that a wrap?
I think so. Yeah.
Got through everything we needed to get to. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you next week for episode 3.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers without a glass.